Hi friends, welcome back. Afenifere Arewa chieftains clash over restructuring. And for those who do not know who these groups are, Afenifere is actually a Yoruba socio-political group, and Arewa is also an Hausa Fulani northern socio-cultural group. These two prominent leaders of Nigerian socio-cultural groups, Arewa Consultative Forum and Afenifere, Anthony Sani and Yinka Odumaki, respectively, have again expressed divergent views on the desirability or the wise of restructuring the country. Odumaki had earlier stated that Nigeria should be restructured or we break it apart. And this is the same thing that IPOB is saying. IPOB asked for referendum, they asked for restructuring, and no one seems to be listening. Why? Because the northern groups and some of the Igbos and also the Yorubas are all in this together. These are the people that have kept Nigeria to where we are today because they have vested interest in the structure. They can be able to steal money, they're able to loot, they're able to practice their devious and dark enterprise, very evil enterprise with the way the system is at the moment. So we have this politicking here and there. Most of the time you see them speak, but when they go behind closed doors, they do something else. And at the end of the day, Nigerians, average Nigerians, exceptional Nigerians are the ones that experience this hardship, not these criminals. Anyway, as most of them are probably their father was involved in politics before they came into it, such as the former Senate president. His father was involved in politics and is also benefiting from it at the moment. Many of them from the north to the east to the west to the south. Many of those people have shown to us several and countless times that they are criminals and that they cannot be held accountable. They can't because they found a way to structure the system in a way that they have police protection, they have security, all the while that they are in power. And immediately they finish stealing and looting, they get out of Nigeria and go abroad where they have foreign citizenship. Speaking at the 10th edition of the annual lecture organized by the Change We Need Nigeria Initiative in Abuja at the weekend, the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Mr. Anthony Sani, said the present leadership in the country seemed determined to remove the sandbags on the part of socio-economic development by prosecuting the war against corruption and insecurity. If you are just joining in, kindly take a moment to tap on that subscription button. Let us grow this channel together, and also the red notification icon bell. Tap on it so you will be notified whenever our videos are uploaded. On the issue of restructuring, Sani said the solution to the challenges facing the country may not be in the structure and form of government or on economic model, but in our attitudes and the way we do things due to distorted value system. And I think Sani is correct in this point that he raised. We have a distorted value system, and that starts from the Nigerian way of doing things, and this grew into the way the politics is in Nigeria. Now, I wouldn't know where this thing started. Are we going to say it started from the family structure, or where did it come from? Did the people that represented us in Nigeria somehow they lost it, and this thing came down to just an average Nigerian that still replicate and mirror the kind of issues that we have in Nigeria? It is everywhere. It is so endemic that a police officer will want to take money from you. If you don't, you might end up being shot. And in fact, it's just everywhere. Everywhere you just need to bribe to get your way out. And if you're not going to bribe with money, you pay in kind, just like the one we have in schools, in the universities. So these things are terrible. So he said it is not in the structure, and I think it's also wrong in this aspect. It's only right in one part. He's talking about distorted value system, but it's also wrong. The structure and form of government and the economic model in Nigeria is wrong. The constitution that we have in Nigeria is a jaundiced constitution, and it has to be abrogated. It has to be done away with. That is one thing that is actually not getting wrong and right. And secondly, the economic model that we have in Nigeria is not in order. In fact, it is not right. Things have to be done properly. Each region is supposed to be allowed to develop at their own pace and make use of their natural resources, and of course give a little back to the center for the center to be able to coordinate certain things. That's my own take about this. So Sani, who was among the delegates that represented the northern Nigeria at the 2014 National Conference held in Abuja, said those who think that restructuring the country would enable each section to develop at its own pace are actually canvassing that Nigeria should break into different units. And that is the truth. Nigeria should break into different units. Let us grow at our own pace. We are not going to allow some people that have a different value system, just like he pointed. They have a different value system, a Amajiri value system. They don't want to grow. We don't want to live with those kind of people. And maybe other regions that have their own reasoning too. They feel that the only way forward is for them to be part of certain corrupt practices and criminal activities. We don't want to be part of it. Let everybody break apart so we can have our system working for us. Let us be, so we can remodel the system for ourselves so it can function for the growth of Nigerians. And if the regions break apart and it seems that there are certain regions that are lacking behind because their leaders are unable to get them to the next level, then they themselves can see for themselves that they've brought back the same corruption, the same group of people that represented Nigeria when we were at the federal level. They've brought them back to the new nation that they have created. And then we see from there. Some people have advocated for the restructuring of the country to enable each section to develop at its own pace as a panacea to the challenges, as if Nigerians should live on different continents where some sections are on the cutting edge while others are on the knife edge of survival. And they anchor for this kind of restructuring without considering the fact that reduction of inequality is not only good economics but good politics as well. So it's simply put, Hausa Fulani are going nowhere. That's just it. They are going nowhere because they know quite rightly. Let us be frank. Hausa Fulani know that they are going nowhere. So they've already said to themselves that they are at the knife edge of survival, while some sections in Nigeria are the cutting edge. You see, so they believe that some people are actually the one cutting the rest of the people if they're asking for this. So for me, I don't know. So we have to really come to a point where we tell ourselves the truth here. The truth is this: Hausa Fulani do not want to grow, and they want to make sure that they keep every other person where they are. And I don't feel good. Now they are talking about a strong sense or desire to do something to break apart, but then I think that desire should be even stronger than what it is. So for me, that is my own take about this. Maybe you might have a different opinion to this. So he said that a lot of people are actually in for this kind of restructuring without considering the fact that the reduction of inequality is not only good economics but good politics. No, I don't think in this case Nigeria should break apart so we can have a better economy. It's not even a good one. According to Sani, the country has restructured several times on the political, geographic, and economic models. The Arewa chieftain said if the country must restructure, the process should be done democratically, where political parties would be allowed canvass positions through their manifestos and use it to seek people's mandate in an election. No. We want a referendum. But it is important to know that in spite of the various challenges that transcend state, zonal, regional boundaries, majority of Nigerians still believe the certain benefits of one big united Nigeria through properly managed social contracts by purposeful leadership more than the uncertain gains of disintegration, he said. On the way forward, Sani suggested that governance should be inclusive and driven in a way to promote national unity and solidarity, ensuring fairness and discouraging ethnic or religious bias. And that is going to be impossible, as Nigeria is structured in a way where ethnicity, your tribe, religion is of the most importance. In fact, people will not get married to other tribes because of where they are from. And if anything happens, they begin to point fingers. And there is this prejudice. On his part, the spokesperson of Afenifere, Oduma Akin, said he believed that Nigeria should be restructured and the present constitution should be tinkered with. In fact, I think abrogated, to make it a genuine and authentic law, voluntarily adopted by the Nigerian people. He said the present constitution was imposed on Nigerians and as such needed to be rejigged and revalidated. Odumakin also condemned a statement credited to Junaid Mohammed that the North would revolt against any government that implements the recommendations of the 2014 National Conference, describing it as irresponsible. The Yoruba leader said he was part of the conference and the decisions reached are challenging to swear that he did not participate in the conference. Earlier, one of the guest lecturers at the event and the general overseer of the charismatic renewal ministry, Cosmos Ichekuchu, lamented the absence of genuine commitment to the rule of law and social contract with the citizens by government leaders. He said if Nigeria must move forward, observing the rule of law and social contract is imperative. So that's what it is. For me, I don't think there's any more to even comment about this. There's no analysis to it. Is very clear that the constitution should be abrogated. The political parties should be rejigged. We don't have it working good anyway. So constitution abrogated totally. There's nothing good about our constitution. Let it be not reject, in fact, abrogated, thrown away. Let there be a new constitution. Then we can now begin to break into different regions, and people can begin to see into what they want to do for themselves. That's my take about this. Let us break apart. If there's not going to be a conclusive referendum, if there's not going to be a new restructured constitution, then Nigeria is dead on arrival. We are going nowhere. I am not in support of this. That's just my take about it. So guys, this is what it is. So what's your take about this? You can drop your comment in the section below, and may I remind you, very important, tap on that subscription button, tap on it and like the video, tap on it, share this video, share it on your WhatsApp, share it on your Facebook account, so other people can get access to this. And may I remind you to tap on that subscription button if you've not done so, and also the red notification icon bell. Tap on it so you'll be notified whenever videos are uploaded. Thank you.